Hello, 8th graders. This is the first lesson in Chapter 9 that is in the flipped classroom format. This is Chapter 9.3, Drawing a Net. Hopefully, this is a lesson that you will remember from past years, so it's probably going to be a little short. A net, by definition, is a pattern that can be folded to form a solid. A net shows all the surfaces of a solid figure in one view. Let's look at example A. Now remember that if you have lots of rectangles, you're probably going to be looking at a prism. And in this particular diagram, we can see that we have two triangles and we have three rectangles. That means that those two triangles are actually bases, and what we are looking at is the net of a triangular prism. And this is part of what you're going to do on the worksheet, is you're going to be looking at a net and determining which solid it is. Let's look at example B. In example B, we have two circles, and then we have a rectangle, which sometimes we refer to as a soup label, sometimes we call it the curved surface, although when we straighten it out, it's going to look like a rectangle. If you've ever thought about taking the label off a soup can, it does look like a rectangle. So this is the net for a cylinder. The other part of the lesson is going to be you having to draw the net for the solid. Hopefully, you know, and you can look at this and say, okay, I know that this is a rectangular pyramid. And you were able to recognize that because instead of having rectangles for the lateral faces, you see triangles. That means that there is a rectangle for the base, and now we have to account for the fact that there are four triangle lateral faces. So one of the ways to draw that is like so. Let's see if you can figure out this one. First of all, if you can identify the shape, it is a triangular pyramid. The base is a triangle, so are the lateral faces. One way to draw that is to account for the base and then the three lateral faces. Now, there is another way to draw this, where we start with one of the triangles, then the second triangle, the third triangle, and the fourth triangle. This actually concludes the lesson for Chapter 9.3, Drawing a Net. Please respond with bingo. Scouting out.